Hello and welcome. Coffeeshop is open. Do give Barry your order. Somewhere a little bit different today in the kitchen, and I'm trying to block out the window so that it doesn't affect the lighting too much. But anyway, do give Barry your order. I'm going to keep this quite short, I think, because I'm so behind with stuff today. It is about 1:10 on Wednesday, so you'll see this probably 1 o'clock Thursday. Yeah, so if you're watching this, it'll be after 1 o'clock on Thursday, but it is just after 1:10 on Wednesday. And I've been up quite early. I got up at about 10 to 8, which isn't bad for a day off, is it? And Mr. Paper&Twine said to me, actually, do you know what? He said Tuesdays and Wednesdays are like your weekends, aren't they? Because Saturday is a full day. Sunday is usually maybe a day off. But Monday, Thursday, Friday is working. And I know I don't work a 9 to 5. You know, it is quite part-time, my hours really, but yeah, I feel it. I'm getting old. Anyway, we've got plenty of stuff in for everybody. Soup of the day today, and I might make this actually, is carrot and ginger. So nice for you vegetarians if I make it with vegetable stock. The recipe does say chicken stock, but I can make it with vegetable stock. And I can see Blue sitting in the window. It's really sweet actually. I've put a different bird feeder on my tree. I'll perhaps take a photo of it one day for you. And the birds are actually going in it. It's a lovely one I've had from my mother-in-law. It's like it is made out of glass, I think, which isn't very practical, is it, for outside? And it's like a polo, like a big polo, glass polo, and you put the food in the middle and the birds go in it. I think it's squirrel proof. Yeah, so lots to talk about today. I am trying to be frugal in 2023, and I wanted to keep a little note of where my money is going. And I know that I can go on my online banking, and every month it will tell me money in, money out. It's not good. There's always more money going out than there is money coming in. But I had a 2022 diary that I hadn't used. I was going to cover it and gift it to somebody, and obviously it's no good as a diary, but I thought, well, it'd make a perfectly good notebook, and I'll just use the days of the week and ignore the date. So I've covered it with some paper, some kind of mottled paper rather than card, and then I've gone in with some like designer paper, so that was a scrap on the front. I believe that is Studio Crafts. No, not Studio Crafts. It was one of those limited edition things. Craft box, is it? Craft box. Yeah, and it was a little bit of scrap that I'd got. And then I used the other bit to put on the back, and then I'd got this from Stamperia. No, Gothic 45. Curiosity Shop, I think it's called. One of my lovely subscribers gifted me that, which was lovely. Cabinet of unique, celebrated, complete oddities. 45 number. Curiosity, whimsical and authentic, unusual. And then a little Tim Holtz clipping. It's a subject worth considering, because money is a subject worth considering, isn't it? And then just down the kind of like the little groove of the spine, I've put a little bit of that Tim Holtz washi tape that I bought recently. You liking my contact lenses, by the way? I've put them in to see how I go on today. I've not been wearing them as much as I should, because they were fine, and then I wore them to work last Thursday and it was absolutely fine, and I hadn't worn them for more than 8 hours, and then I couldn't get one of them out, and my eye was really red and raw. I got it out eventually, but yeah, so I've given my eyes a bit of a rest from that, but I thought I'd try again. Anyway, that is my little book, and then inside some Tim Holtz paper, because it's kind of like figures. So the idea is that every day I write down what I spent. So for example, on Friday last week, which, do I mean Friday last week or do I mean Friday the week before? Friday the week before, I didn't spend any money, so I put no money spent. And then every day I write down. So here, for example, this was last week. It was Monday the 9th and Tuesday the 10th. So no money spent, and then money at the vets. That was a necessary purchase, so that was fine. But then last Wednesday, I put in post office £5.55. That was posting off a commission. Bacco, I spent £23.45, and I've put in brackets spent too much at Bacco. Total was £29, and I had a glass of wine, which I didn't need, which is about £8. Awful, isn't it? So I put could have saved £8. Then car insurance on the Thursday went out. No unnecessary purchases. No money spent on the Friday. I put what money was coming in. No money spent on the Saturday. And I look at my bank statement, or I look at my banking online to see if I've got any direct debits going out. And what I need to do is put together a little spreadsheet of all my outgoings. So what goes out monthly, what goes out quarterly, what goes out annually. So for example, I gift my dad a private eye subscription, which goes out annually. TV license goes out quarterly, I pay for that. Things like pet insurance, car insurance go out monthly. So I need to just have a little look at that. And I think actually I'll be surprised at how much I'm actually spending, given that I don't have a lot of income coming in. And then last week, so what I do at the end of a week on a Sunday is I tot up what money has gone out and what money has come in, because I am paid weekly through my agency. So I had a surplus last week of £24.21. So what I'm going to do is save £12 of that. I said that over the week I could have saved around £14. So there was about £14 of unnecessary purchases over that week. But out of the surplus of £24, I'm going to save 12. I'm going to save half of it, and I'm going to open just, I don't know, I need to look at what type of account to open, because I've got a direct debit. I save a little bit every month that goes into a savings account. Which isn't paying very much interest. I think it's paying 0.5% interest rather than 0.02, which it was. And I think because it's a regular account, I'm going to see if I can get a better interest rate on that. But this is going to be kind of like for treats, I think, or see how much I can spend. I did say in my goals for 2023 that I wanted to try and save £2,000 over the year. So I'm going to hunt around, and when I've decided, then my surplus, if I've got a surplus every week, I'm going to save half of that surplus into this account on top of my other savings account. And then hopefully I'll be building up then also a little bit of a buffer in my bank account, in my current account. So I'll have two savings accounts and my bank account with a bit of a buffer. And then when I get to a stage where I think, oh, I've got a little bit I can get away with in my bank account, I'm going to buy some premium bonds, because that's another form of savings. And okay, you don't get interest, but there is a chance that you might win a prize. So yesterday, for example, which was Tuesday. Now this is a really good lesson. So Monday, I put no money spent because I hadn't spent any. I hadn't been out and bought anything. And then I looked at the end of the day at what had come out of my bank account, and there was a £38 direct debit, and I thought, I don't recognise that. So I investigated and found out that it was something I'd signed up to during lockdown when I was doing theatre training. We were doing it online, and I'd signed up to this thing, which is a really good resource for teachers, but it was £38 a year, a one-off payment, and I hadn't cancelled it after that first year, and it was from 2020. So 2020, 2021, 2022 and 2023, 4 payments of £38 have gone out. Now, one of those was fine, but the other 3 that's nearly £100 I could have saved. So I've cancelled that now. So if you're trying to be frugal and you're trying to work out, if you're trying to get out of debt, I mean, I'm really lucky. I haven't got any debt. I haven't got any credit cards. I don't own a credit card. The only debt we've got as a family is the mortgage, which my husband pays. Yeah, but we don't have any car loans or any personal loans or any credit cards. So that is really good. But if you're trying to get your finances in order, have a look through at all of your direct debits. And if you do bank online, it is a lot easier because you can just see it really easily. And then you can cancel them if it is something that is unnecessary. So I'd be looking at your Sky subscriptions. Do you really need it? I mean, those are phenomenally expensive. Gym membership, do you need it? Do you go? Have you got any other memberships like, I don't know, but have a look and see what direct debits you've got and what you can get rid of. Wittering on about a load of rubbish, I am sorry. But no, I thought you might find this interesting because it is one of my goals to be frugal. And then yesterday I had a really interesting day. So Tuesday I had a really interesting day. I had to go to the post office and post some things. And I usually post first class. I didn't. I posted second class. And I usually do signed for if it's a little parcel, and I didn't. I saved myself £1. So I saved a couple of quid by doing second class and not signed for. So we just hope that they reach there all right. And Joyce Tour, if you're watching, I've tried to post your ATC. I have messaged you on Instagram, but I don't think you've seen it. There's no post going out internationally at the moment. So it's all ready to go, but I can't post it to you. I have had something arrive from you today, where are we, 18th of January. So I'm thinking that probably is my ATC from you. I haven't opened it yet. Yeah, so I think yesterday was a good example of how I'm trying to change my mindset with money. So weigh-in at Boots was £1, paid cash for that. Now, I needed toothpaste, and I like Arm and Hammer toothpaste, and our Tesco's doesn't stock it. And to go to Sainsbury's is a bit out of the way. So I thought, when I was in Boots, I thought I'd clock the price and get it cheaper somewhere like Superdrug or Home Bargains or B&M today when I'm nipping into town for knitting. However, it was on half price in Boots, and you do get the advantage points. So it was £4.50 for quite a big tube, but I got 2 for that. So I bought my toothpaste that I needed, and that'll see me right for a bit. Then I was thinking, right, bit of lunch for me and Mr. Paper&Twine. I walked back, and there's a little Polish deli, and they've got a cold meat and cold cheese counter, and I thought I'll get a couple of slices of ham and a couple of slices of cheese for our lunch, and Mr. Paper&Twine can have it in a roll or whatever. I was going to have salad, and I thought it's better to do it that way because there's less waste and there's less packaging. So she wraps everything up in waxed paper, which I don't know whether it is recyclable, but it is better for the environment than plastic. And there's no waste, because we buy a lot of cheese, and then some of it goes hard, it goes off. So yeah, and I was really amazed. I handed my card over, and she said, "Oh, you haven't spent enough. It's £3 minimum." So I had 4 slices of ham, 2 slices of Gouda, and 2 bread rolls, and it came to £1.52. I might have said this yesterday. Yes. So, and I paid cash for that. I circled, and I'd got some coins in my wallet. So total was £11.05 yesterday, which was a spendy day. If you're spending £11 a day, that's £77 a week, isn't it? Which, you know, when you've not got a lot coming in, it's a considerable amount of money. But I did put no unnecessary spending. And then a little asterisk. I had to go and have a look in the range. Well, I went to the range to have a wee because our ranger's got an upstairs with a cafe, and I went in there to have a wee before I got on the scales at Boots. And I had a little wander around. You have to walk through everything to get to the loo. And I picked up, they'd got several 12 by 12 Crafter's Companion watercolour Christmas from 2021, which is very, very pretty. 36 sheets in the pad, 12 by 12, and it was £6. I think it's 280 GSM, so it's a nice weight. And I picked it up and I thought, do I need it? And I put it back, so I was very proud of myself. And likewise in Boots, there was some Liz Earle hand cream that had been reduced to £12.50, and I don't know what the original price was, but I thought, oh, Liz Earle, intense repair, you know my hands are a right mess. And I thought, shall I? No, I put it back, so I was really proud of myself. So I haven't spent any money yet today. We're desperate for bread. I'm thinking, shall I tell Mr. Paper&Twine when he comes back from the factory that he's got to go and get some bread? But no, I have got knitting, so there's going to be some money for car parking and there's going to be food and drink at Bacco. But I am going to be mindful of the calories and I'm going to be mindful of the price. So I'm allowing myself, because, you know, it is a social event. I am out and I do like to support a business, you know. So watch this space about what I eat and how much I pay for it. So what are you guys doing to be frugal? I'm really pleased that as of the 18th of January, I haven't made any craft purchases whatsoever. So I'm very pleased with that. It is paper crafting, as you see this on Thursday. Thursday it's paper crafting, and Hazel's new collection is out. And I did say that was one of the things that I was going to allow myself to buy. I don't know how much the complete collection is. She might have it tomorrow, she might not. She might have it Thursday, she might not. But if she has, I'm going to buy that. And I've already paid for the workshop, but you pay up front for the next one. So that's £10. So I'll be spending that. If her collection is in, as I say, I should buy that. But I've got a 10% off voucher that she gave us all in our Christmas cards. And I've got a £20 gift voucher off Mr. Paper&Twine, so that'll go towards it, so it won't be too bad. So that is that. Talking of Christmas cards, this arrived last week and it's from the lovely Sophia S, and it says, this card's been handmade by Sophia 2022. I think this is the same number die that I've got, and it's gold holographic actually, which is quite nice because what I've got is silvery, and yeah, I really like that. So just simple paper, some little black gems, and star. It's all matte and layered really nicely, and it just says, hello Ashley, just a note to wish you a very happy new year. I really enjoyed watching your YouTube Vlogmas series again this year. I'm so sorry to see you had a bad cold in the run up to Christmas, but I hope you feel better now. Wishing you and your family all the best for 2023, from Sophia. So thanks so much for that, Sophia. I really appreciate it. And then she stuck this little gift inside, Festive Delight. So this arrived last week, can't remember what day. And then do you remember I made these on my channel? So it's got a little tea bag in. Christmas tea. Can't smell it through the packaging, but we've got lovely poinsettia paper there. Now, talking of poinsettias, you know my poinsettia Prudence. I had to get rid of her before Christmas. She'd lost all of her leaves. I bought my mum one, a little one. It might have been from Marks and Spencer's. And when I went round on Saturday, hers was still going strong. Yeah, so poor Prudence. Anyway, I've witted on loads. So Barry is bereft. He is, yeah. Just as he was getting proper, he was going through the courts to get visitation rights to see Brandon, Beryl has sprung upon him that Bob, the builder, has proposed to her. And he proposes that because of his building work, he's got to move to Basingstoke. So poor Barry is very bereft that he won't be able to see Brandon as often as he might, because It's a bit of a trek from here to Basingstoke, and Barry doesn't drive. As you know, he gets the bus. So I don't know what he's going to do. But on that bombshell, I shall be back very soon, perhaps with a woolly pod. I don't know. I need to do more crafting. Mind you, after yesterday's debacle with the blooming alcoholics, or maybe not. Anyway, I shall love you and leave you, and I'll be back soon. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate every one of you.